Hello, Toastmasters of District 31. Christine Lewis, Program Quality Director, coming to you with the second part of what the heck is a proxy vote anyway. If you missed the first part, what I provided was an overview of how to vote at the district level, at our local business meeting, and at our virtual business meeting that happens later in the year. This part of what the heck is a proxy vote anyway covers voting at the international level. So international voting in proxy is a little bit different. So that voting opportunity happens once a year at the International Convention at their annual business meeting. Now we know that not everybody goes, but we want to make sure that our members are represented at that meeting, the club is represented, that we help guide the direction of Toastmasters International, and reminder that clubs hold the majority vote. And this is a chance for Toastmasters International to elect new leaders. And we have a local leader that will be hopefully moving up into the international level soon. So it's important that we share our vote. Now, all matters that are presented to the voting membership, what are those things? Well, we elect new members of the board of directors. We vote on proposals. Those things include like changes to pathways or changes to how we pay our membership dues. So those kinds of proposals will come up every year in this business meeting. And we also do the leadership elections. Now, for quorum at the international level, you can read through this slide a little bit. It's about 1/3 of member clubs need to be represented in person or by delegates. And I point out delegates because this is important. We know that most of people don't get to travel to the International Convention, but the club can select a delegate to represent their vote as a proxy at that meeting, and that's what this will cover. Is important. And the full list of policies and protocols, which change periodically, are listed at Toastmasters International website, so please review. This webinar could age and things could change, so be sure to review those policies and procedures. Now, I'm going to point out again, I'm going to keep reminding this, is that the delegate of the club must be assigned for voting. This isn't an automatic thing. And in order for that vote to make it all the way up to the international level, the club must assign the proxy to vote. How does this work? So to assign a delegate for the international business meeting, either the president or the secretary only will sign into Club Central. And they will select a club if they happen to have more than one club. They will select a club for which they want to assign the delegate. Now, this page will only be available as we approach the timing for the international business meeting, and that's usually around the end of June, beginning of July. This page will be available for them to start making those selections. Now, there's 3 different ways to select a delegate for assignment. You can assign a club delegate, the district director, or an active Toastmaster. What's important here is that the delegate must be attending. This is important. If you know that somebody from your club is going to participate at the International Convention and attend the business meeting that'll be held there, you can certainly assign them as the delegate for your club. You can also assign another active Toastmaster if they're going to be going there as well. Most commonly, clubs will assign their district director to become their delegate and carry their votes. Okay. This isn't required, but it's common. And then there's 2 types of proxy. There's an uninstructed proxy, for which the club hasn't indicated any kind of preference to a candidate or a proposal, and they trust that the person they're delegating their proxy vote to will vote in the manner in their best interest, generally speaking. An instructed proxy means that the club has a particular candidate that they would like to vote for, and they have a specific opinion about how they want that proposal to be voted for, and they can provide those instructions during this assignment of delegate process. Basically, uninstructed proxy, after selecting the delegate who will carry the proxy, they will digitally sign and complete the submission. Instructed proxies, They will go through a process of assigning the delegate, and then they will go through a section after, there's a couple of sections. One will be related to voting on board of directors. There'll be a section on details about each proposal, and there could be other sections. What I want to point out is that within each section, after those choices have been made, it must be digitally signed. If it is not digitally signed, it won't be captured and it won't be submitted later at the business meeting. So basically what will happen is instructed proxies, once those are all selected and signed and submitted, when your delegate arrives at the business meeting at the international level, they will receive a packet with instructions from your club about how to vote, and they must vote in the manner in which you have advised them to. Okay. So here's an example of a page where you would make selections for particular offices. This is one that passed, but this is just an example of what it might look like. There'll also be possibly a page about proposals, and it would outline what those proposals are. At the completion of each section for the instructed proxy, there's an opportunity to fill in some more details about how you would like your vote cast, and then also an opportunity or a place where you will digitally sign and submit. And if you need more information, make sure you submitted all those and, you know, finish them completely off. If you need more information about how to do this, or more information about the articles or proposals or voting process or election process, please review these resources and go to toastmasters.org for a bit more information. Thank you for your time. If you have more questions, please contact credentials@district31.org. Thank you.